In this video, I'm going to transform Minecraft mobs into characters from Squid Game. Additionally, I'll be rebuilding the scenarios to trap each of these characters. The first mob I'm transforming is the villager, and I'll turn it into a player from the series. First, I need to find a villager here in Minecraft, and I have to place it inside this transformation machine. Luckily, there's a village right in front of me. There's an iron golem there, but I haven't found any villagers yet. Where could they be? I know! I'll check to see if one is inside their house. Nothing here. Oh, look, here's a villager. Actually, there are two. I'll take this one. I'll bring it over to the transformation machine. Let me open this, put it inside, and close it. Now turn on the machine. I ended up in the 3D program, and I've got the 3D model of the villager here. The first thing I'm going to do is delete all its body parts, like this. I'll start modeling our character from the foot, create its leg, select everything, and duplicate it. I'll create a larger cube to be the torso, then another one on top for the shirt. I'll make the right and left arm, create a cube on top for the head, and add another layer for the hair. Now, I'll start painting its skin. I'll paint its outfit entirely blue, paint its shoes white, and then add a white stripe to the pants. I'll draw some details on the shirt, then do the hair and paint the eyes like this. Also, I'll paint the mouth. I spent a few more minutes adding shading details to the shirt and hair. And this is how our character looks in Minecraft. It turned out great. It really looks like a Squid Game player. Check out the outfit. The head looks amazing, and it's still like a villager. In fact, if I click on it, I can even trade with it. This is so cool. Let me make it stop moving. Please, stop here. Oh no, it keeps walking. I know. I'll click on it with this item, and look, now it's standing still. This way, we can see the model better. It's showing on the screen how a Squid Game player looks, and this one is the Minecraft version. It's perfect. I added all the details to its outfit, including the shading and lighting. As you can see, it also has the shirt underneath the jacket. I even made its shoes, pants, hair, and face. This model was pretty simple to make since it's just a human, so it was easy to create. And the best part is, now in my Minecraft, there won't be any villagers anymore, only Squid Game player. In fact, if I use this spawn egg to spawn a villager, it'll spawn a bunch of players. But there's one thing these players are afraid of: zombie. Let's spawn a bunch of zombies here. Look, everyone starts running. I have an idea. How about transforming this zombie into one of the Squid Game guards? But I'll do that later because now I need to build a scenario to put this player inside. I built this tunnel here and left several open spaces because inside here, I'll create all the scenarios for this video. The first one I'll make will be in this spot. So I'll start by breaking some block. I'll break the wall and ceiling block. I have the perfect space to build. And my idea is to create the dormitory here. I'll start by making the floor with andesite blocks. I'll use quartz bricks for half of the wall. This looks perfect. I'll close these three parts, and the top part I'll make with cyan concrete. It'll look like this. I think I'll break another layer of the ceiling and replace it with black wool like this. Additionally, I'll add some chains like this and place some yellow glass blocks to make it look like the piggy bank where the money is stored. To make it really look like the dormitory, I'll scatter some beds around here. I'll also add some trap doors like this. I'll place a player inside here and close the glass wall. Now the dormitory is ready. I'd rate it a 7 out of 10 and the character an 8 out of 10. Let's move on to the next mob I'm transforming, which will be the iron golem. I'll turn it into the doll from red light, green light. So I need to find an iron golem here in the village. There it is, right here. I'll grab it, place it inside this machine, close it, and turn on the machine, and it worked. I've got the 3D model of the iron golem. As you already know, I'll start by deleting all its body parts. I'll begin creating the doll from the feet, making a cube like this to form the leg, then duplicating. Above the leg, I'll create a cube like this to be the skirt, and I'll stack cubes on top until I reach this part here, which will be the torso. On the sides of the torso, I'll add cubes like this to form the shoulder. Now, I'll make the first part of the arm, then the rest, and create a cube like this to form the hand. This small cube will be the thumb, and this other cube will represent the other finger. Now, I'll select everything and copy it to the other side. The 3D model of our doll is almost finished. The only thing left is the head, which is why I've created the neck. Next, I'll make a giant cube for the head, and on top of this cube, I'll create another layer to represent the hair. For the hair, I need to add a small square, like this, another slightly smaller one behind it, and one more square like this. I'll select all of these and duplicate them on the other side. To finish, I'll create the nose and two cheeks. Now comes the hardest part, creating the tech. First, I started by painting her dress orange. I painted all the areas representing her skin. Her shoes, I painted black, and her socks white. After that, I spent a few minutes painting her hair. I painted the middle part of her dress yellow, designed her eyes like this, and painted her mouth red. I then spent more time adding details to her dress and shading her socks and skin. And this is how our doll looks in Minecraft. It turned out amazing. Look at this. The 3D model is very realistic, and I added all these cool textures. Look at the details. I even added her cheek because, as some of you might know, in the series, she has big cheeks. I also added details to her hair, which turned out great. She's life-size, so you can compare. Let me place a player next to her and look at their size comparison. This is incredible. I don't know if there's a mod or add-on that adds the doll to the game, but this one is definitely the most realistic version within Minecraft. And since this doll is still an iron golem, of course, she's going to want to take down all the zombies. Ideally, she would attack the players, but instead she's going to protect them. Let's spawn several players and then a bunch of zombies. The zombies will attack the players, but the doll will defend them. Although this character turned out beautiful, I need to create the scenario where she'll be placed, and what better choice than building the red light, green light scenario? My idea is to build this scenario at the end of the corridor. First, I'll start by breaking everything like this. I'll remove the floor, do the same with the ceiling and walls, and I think I'll dig a bit deeper. This looks perfect. To build this scenario, I'll start by placing sand on the floor. For the walls, I'll use these light blue blocks to fill in all the area. Perfect. I'll do the same for the ceiling. To decorate the walls, I'll add some cloud blocks like this. This looks great. I'll add more clouds on the other side and also on the ceiling. Here, I'll build the tree where the doll stands. I have to be careful because I'm not very good at building trees, so I need to ensure it doesn't turn out ugly. This looks nice. I'll add some slabs here to slim it down, extend it like this, and I think it looks great. It might look like a dead bush, but I think I can fix it by breaking this block here and that one, then placing a slab on top and another on the side. Now, it really looks like a tree. I don't know if you noticed, but in the series, there's a wheat-like field painted on the wall. I tried to replicate this using yellow wool and concrete. Finally, I just need to add the red line here. I'll place the doll inside the scenario, and now I'll close it with a glass wall. Done! The scenario turned out amazing. I'd rate it a 9 out of 10, and the doll a 10 out of 10. Now, let's move on to the next mob I'm transformed, the witch. She'll become one of those characters in the pink jumpsuit. I had to wait until nighttime, because that's the only way I could catch a witch. There's one right here in front of me, so I'm going to grab it. Got it. Now, I'll place it inside the transformation machine and turn it on, and I got the 3D model of the witch. Now, I'll delete all its body parts. I'll start by making the foot and the leg, duplicate it to the side, create this cube for the torso, then make the right and left arm, create this cube for the head, and another cube for the hood. The 3D model of our character is done. It was pretty easy to make. Now, I have to work on the tech. I'll start by painting everything pink. I'll paint the shoes and the mask black, and I'll add a gray line in the middle of its outfit to represent the zipper. I'll paint the hands black, as well as the area around the torso, which I'll paint black to represent the belt. Finally, I'll add the symbol on its mask, which in this case will be a circle. I spent a good amount of time shading the leg and the rest of the outfit. I also added more details to the mask, and here's how our worker turned out. Guys, take a look. I'll place several of them here, and look how cool this looks. It really does resemble the Squid Game character. Since it's still technically a witch, I think it might attack character here, or maybe not. Wait, let me place it over here. See, I spawned a bunch, but they're not attacking this character. But look, the doll is attacking all the witches. Which are these workers here? That's so cool. What if I put a player and a worker to fight each other? Let's see who wins. The worker is throwing potions at the player, and you can see the player is struggling, but it's not attacking the worker. In the end, the worker defeated the player. This is really cool. Even though the 3D model of this character is pretty simple, I really liked it because I worked a lot on the texture. Now I need to create a scenario to trap, and I'll build the staircase scenario. First, I'll start by digging a hole in the wall like this. I'll dig upwards to the side and also dig the floor. I'll begin by creating the floor with cyan blocks like this. Next, I'll make this wall pink concrete block, the other wall with yellow concrete block, and this wall over here with green concrete block. I'll make a green staircase, extend some blocks in this direction, and turn it to the side. I'll create another staircase over here, but it will be pink and it'll go all the way up to the ceiling. On the side of this green wall, I'll add some yellow blocks. I'll build another staircase, but this time it'll turn to the other side. I'll add another small pink detail here, and on top, I'll add another detail. I think our scenario is just as confusing as the one in the series. To finish, I'll place 2 workers inside here and close this wall with glass. Oh no, they both escaped. Let me break these blocks, grab them, and put them back inside. You too, get in there. Now it's all set. I'd rate the scenario an 8 out of 10, and even though the character is simple, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Share your rating in the comments below, because now we're going to transform the next mob, which will be the Wither Skeleton. And of course, he's going to turn into the Frontman, but as you already know, first, I need to get the mob I'm going to transform. I'll place it inside the transformation machine and activate, because that's the only way I can get the mob's 3D model, and of course, I'll start by deleting everything. I'll make the feet and legs for our Frontman, select both, and duplicate them. I'll create a cube like this to be the jumpsuit he wears. Next, I'll make one arm, duplicate it to the other side, create this cube on top for his head, and another cube on top of that for his hood. I'll add all the details he has on his mask, and the 3D model is complete. Now I need to work on the texture. First, I'll paint his entire outfit dark gray. On the details of the mask, I'll mix black, dark gray, and a lighter gray. I'll paint the smooth part of his head black, as well as his gloves. Since I have the base of the texture ready, I spent a few more minutes adding all the shading detail. Here in Minecraft, our Frontman turned out like this. Guys, this model turned out amazing. What I liked the most was his mask, which came out perfect. Without a doubt, after the doll, this is my favorite character. He looks so cool. I don't even know what to say because his outfit is very simple. But in the end, what made this so much better was his mask. All 3 of these characters are pretty simple, but he stands out the most. Now, what I want to find out is who's stronger, the worker or the Frontman. So I'll click on both and watch a battle between them. Let's go. The Frontman is so fast, he defeated the worker in just a few seconds. The worker couldn't even land a hit on him. Wow, he's really strong. Now, let's see if he's stronger than the doll. Whoa, the doll hit him twice. Wait, let me spawn spawned several frontmen here. Now the frontmen are attacking the doll. Go ahead, attack the doll. In the end, it took a horde of frontmen to take her down. So, as a reward for him, I'll build that room where he watches the game. First, I'll start by digging out a hole to make the room. I'll dig out the floor, break the walls, and the ceiling. The series doesn't show much of the room, but one thing I know is that the floor is completely black, which is why I made it with black concrete powder. For the walls, I'll use blackstone, placing it on all the walls like this. On the back wall, I'll dig a hole, place picture. And by coincidence, it shows two dolls fighting. Here, I'll place a sofa and a table on the side. On the right side, I'll add another table. And on top of that table, I'll place a drink. On the ceiling, I'll add a chandelier. Finally, I'll place the frontmen inside and close this wall with glass. This room turned out pretty simple, but even so, it looks quite nice. I'd rate it a 6 out of 10, and for our frontman, I'd give a 10 out of 10. Now, let's move on to the last mob I'm going to transform, which will be the zombie. And he's going to turn into that new character, who is very similar to this one here, but he wears a black outfit, and instead of these parts being black, they are pink. He takes control of the games in the second season, so I'll grab the zombie, place it inside the machine, close it, and activate. There we go, I got his 3D model. Now I'm going to delete all his body parts. And since this new character is very similar to the regular workers, I'll use the same 3D model. The only thing I need to do is change the circle to a square. I'll paint his belt and zipper pink. To finish, I'll change the color of his outfit to black. And here's how he looks in Minecraft. He looks amazing. I really like this character because his outfit is literally the same as this other one here. There's not much to say about him since I've already talked about the 3D model. He's pretty simple. The only real difference is his belt, which is red or pink, I'm not entirely sure, and the fact that his rank is higher than everyone else's because he's the square. The only thing we can test is whether this one is stronger than the red one. So, I'll click on the red one, click on this one, and let's see who's stronger. Here we go. Look, he's winning. Will he actually win? Remember, this one is the wit, so he can throw potion. But it looks like this one is going to win because he keeps attacking the worker. And yes, he did win, but I'm sure he's not as strong as the front man. Let's see. Front man, take him down. The front man won in just a few seconds. But either way, let's build the scenario where I'll trap him. My idea is to create the control. So I'll start by building the room. Break the walls, floor, and ceiling. I'll make the walls with these blocks here. For the floor, I'll use this purple block and mix it with black block. This is to make it look like the screens on the floor that show the faces of the eliminated player. On the walls, I'll place those monitors that display the game. I also added some desks with chairs, and on top of each desk, I placed computers to make it look like the workers are controlling the game. Now I just need to place this character here, close the wall with glass, and the control room is finally ready. I'd rate the control room a 9 out of 10 and the character a 7 out of 10. Don't forget to leave your rating in the comments below, subscribe to the channel, and check out this video that's popping up on your screen.